hope I'm in frame. I hope I don't have a horrible double chin, but I probably do. What I would like to do today is 3 fall-inspired eye looks using an array of palettes. I'm going to try to keep it to like 3-ish different palettes, but I also have single shadows, so this isn't really like based on one specific palette. It's more so like if you have these sort of colors, use those. It's gonna take it kind of back old style YouTube videos where it was more just like use a brown shadow in the crease, use a sparkly burgundy on the lid. Not just like naming specific eyeshadows from a specific brand. But if you have these, great. It's gonna turn out hopefully very similar to what I'm doing if you're following along. But here we go. I know I might get a more accurate primer application if I used a brush, but I don't know. I feel like I get a much like smoother, like all around prime when I use my finger. So, the first look that I would like to do is a nice, like, kind of like warmer, like warm brown, like burgundy, like very neutral, but still like kind of like that warm fall look. So I'm gonna take a medium to lighter brown to start out with on like a fluffier brush and kind of do it like all over. Nothing super precise, but I don't want to take it like, you know, up to my like eyebrow, but I definitely want to give like that like wash of like warmth really high up, so when you're looking like up or straight ahead, you know, you can see that warm brown kind of peeking over. All right, now that that's there, I'm going to take a slightly more dense but still pretty fluffy brush. Let me just clean it off a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a deeper brown and kind of just go underneath that color that we added. Again, not like super precise, but not like all over the place. Just trying to keep it more concentrated, kind of like a lower crease situation. I was going to use the shade Mulberry in the Soft Glam palette, but I also have the Melt Cosmetics Impulsive palette that's like 10 pounds. And I hate how the shadows touch. I just hate this. I feel like they could have done such a better layout, but I love these shadows, so whatever. I also bought it, so they got me. I'm gonna kind of go, I want like a nice burgundy, but I don't want to go like too deep. So I'm gonna kind of go in between these two colors. It's Dream Big and Boss Lady. These two right up here, and kind of like create like a less intense burgundy. Okay, so now that I have a nice layering on of that like deeper burgundy, a little brown, a little orange, you know, I could just stop here and like add some mascara, maybe lashes. But I kind of want to add like a sparkly burgundy inner corner just to like add something. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the shade Warehouse Party. It's like this deep like orange with a little bit of like raspberry tones to it. Shimmery shade from that Melt Cosmetics palette, and put that right on the inner, because I feel like for fall I really tend to go for like matte looks, just because I feel like, you know, they're moody, but they're also like sophisticated, you know. Smudge it out over there. All right, mascara, maybe a little bit of tight lining. I'll be right back. Just a couple colors. Nothing too crazy. It's just more playing along the lines of a simple neutral look with a little bit of burgundy tone in there for fall. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next look that I'd like to do is very Subculture themed, except I'm only gonna use one color from Subculture, this lovely green shade, Destiny. I might also dip into the Melt Impulsive palette, just because I feel like that those shadows are much easier to work with than Subculture. So starting off, I'm gonna use kind of like a nice like mustardy color, and I'm gonna put that along my upper crease. A nice brown color, just to add dimension into that yellow, and also be kind of like a buffer or easier transition from the yellow to the green. All right, so dipping into that green shade from Subculture, I'm gonna use a flat brush starting out, but I'll probably go back to the blender. It's pretty good pigmentation immediately on, that's for sure. But the more you try to, you know, blend it out or pack on more, it like almost like repels color, which makes it more difficult to get a solid look out of. So now that I've placed the color, I'm gently blending that green into the brown and just carefully carrying it up towards that yellow. I think what I'm gonna do for the inner corner is kind of do the same thing, with the last look where I add like a hint of shimmer just in like the very like inner part. There's a really nice like almost like green shifting gold in the Subculture, the electric color. I think I'm gonna try that just to like keep along with the green theme we have right now. Yeah, I like that. All right. I think what I'm also gonna do just to add some structure is do a bit of a winged liner. I don't know if I'm really gonna go like ham and do like a really big wing, but we'll see. Okay, so this is the green look. How do you like it? I really like it. I think I would wear like a really nice like brown toned lipstick just to like add that much more like fall vibes to it. The wings got a little bit bigger than I planned, but I'm not mad about it. I really like the inner corner, like sort of like reflectively neon green to it. It adds something a little bit different, but it's still very like fall. I could add something underneath, but I don't really want to. I don't know. I kind of feel like it would take away rather than add, so I'm not going to. The last look that I'm gonna do, if you can't tell, my eyes hurt doing my makeup this many times this quickly. It's not good. So for this one, I want to do like very like fall leaves inspired, like yellow, orange, red, maybe some brown. Maybe I'll glam it up and add some sparkle. I don't know. I feel like this Melt Impulsive palette has like very like fall vibes to it, especially like this side. It's like, you know, obviously a mix of like the Gemini and the 27 palette with some other stuff thrown in there, but it's like perfect for fall. I'm gonna do this like orangey, this like burnt orangey shade, mostly on the outer, like the mid to outer part of my eye. Kind of like washing it out towards the edge. Really, really fading it out. I don't want it to be super, super strong. The mustard yellow. Gonna do that almost entirely, the entire lid. So I'm gonna take a like a red toned brown and just like fluff that along the outer part of my eye, the outer lid area. Kind of combining the yellow and the orange. So I went back into the Soft Glam with that mulberry shade, and I'm keeping it like kind of diffused along the lash line and bringing it into the outer corner just to add depth. So, fun part, I'm gonna add a really nice like yellow goldy shimmer from the Melt Impulsive palette. I'm gonna kind of like put that over top of the mustard, but not entirely. I still want the mustard to be like there, but I want this to like wash out from the inside. It's got a little bit of green in it too, which I originally was kind of upset by, but this is kind of working out. That's what I kind of hate. I feel like a lot of shimmers in all colors, especially like purple, they have like a green shift to it, and I normally really hate that. But here it works. It's like just subtle enough where having that mustard yellow base was really good, but it's also like catching the light really nicely. So I have this brown eyeliner from Makeup Forever. It's their Color Artist, or what is it? Artist Color Pencil in Limitless Brown 608. And I don't want it to be like, I don't want this to be a liner focused look. I want it to be like, oh, she put a liner with it. Cool. Like just. So I'm going to add some mascara and hopefully this will all come together. All right. Yeah. This yellow like really makes my green eyes stand out really nicely. I'm pretty happy with this one. This is like quintessential like fall vibes for me. I just love orange so much, and I feel like this like encompasses a lot of the fall colors. I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. I hope you're inspired for fall. Can't wait to see all the different fall looks there are in the coming months. And I can't wait to drink more pumpkin spiced nitro cold brew from Starbucks because that shit's delicious. Okay.